So for those of you who stay up for it, these are the numbers that you'll be screaming out at midnight tomorrow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Doing that countdown doesn't just usher in a new year, though. Depending on how you celebrate, it could also bring you a whack of legal woes. Jason Singer is a personal injury lawyer who joins us now. Tomorrow, a lot of people will be going out and celebrating, having people in their homes and celebrating. There are some problems that come along with that, some legal things that people need to look out for.
Absolutely. People should know that when you do have people into your home, you have to make sure you keep your house reasonably safe. You have to make sure that you keep snow and ice off the premises, and make sure that people are safe. You have your light bulbs checked to make sure that people are safe while in your premises. All
right, so we've got some of the top 10 questions. We've sort of narrowed it down to 5. Some of the questions that you'll be able to answer as a lawyer, and we'll be able to ask as people who might be concerned leading up to tomorrow. Number 1, if you host friends and serve alcohol, what potential liabilities do you face?
Well, exactly what I've just mentioned in terms of snow and ice on your property, making sure that the property is well lit. You don't want anyone to slip and fall and injure themselves.
Because your friends can actually sue you if they do?
They could, yes. Fortunately, most people have homeowners insurance, which would cover that loss, but your friends could sue you if you do suffer an injury on your property. All
right, let's move to number 2. If you let someone that is impaired drive away from your home or party, are you liable?
Well, the Supreme Court of Canada about 10 years ago made a decision that basically said homeowners are not responsible if somebody drinks and drives away from your home and injures somebody else. There are some narrow exceptions to that, but generally speaking, homeowners are not required to be responsible for somebody who leaves their property having drunk and drive.
Okay, so that sort of leads into our number 3 question. Should you be limiting how much people can drink at your New Year's event? You have a party, someone's kind of getting carried away. Is it your responsibility, legal responsibility as a homeowner to say, hey, that's enough?
Well, it depends a little bit about how you're serving them. If it's a bring your own booze party, ultimately that's really up to them, and you may not have much control. But if you're serving the alcohol to the individual, then yes, you should be making sure that they are not getting intoxicated and stopping to serve them when the time comes when you feel it's appropriate to stop.
But if they do, if you're serving them and they leave drunk and get into some legal problem, it can come back on you?
It's highly unlikely that it will, the way the Supreme Court of Canada has made that ruling, but there are some narrow exceptions they've left open, so it's best practice to act responsibly and try not to overserve anybody.
All right, let's move on to number 4. Is there any risk to you if you celebrate with friends at a restaurant and they drink and get into an accident?
Fortunately, there's probably not much of a risk to you as their friend. Obviously, the best thing to do is to encourage your friend not to drink and drive, to take a cab, pay for the cab ride home, take the bus, walk, some alternative to getting in the car, obviously drinking and driving.
All right, very last one, really quickly. What should you do if your friends have had too much to drink and decides to drive anyway?
Well, you should certainly try to discourage them from doing it. If you can take the keys away from them, all the better. If you have to take a drastic step of calling the police to try to keep them from getting behind the wheel, do so. You can't get your friend back after an accident if it's a tragic situation. All the better to be a better friend before the accident happens.
Jason, thanks so much. Some great advice there, Jason Singer, leading up to tomorrow's New Year's Eve. Stay with us. We're coming up right after this.